Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Amanda, also known as Mermaid Hair, Donut Care, like donut. Today I'm excited. First off, I'm trying a new foundation and a new brow product, so you can tell me if either one of those are terrible, but respectfully, please, don't be rude. Please. But I would still love to know if you think the brows look okay. Keep in mind, they're never going to be even. I'm never going to be able to get them even. It's physically impossible. My face is not even. Like, my brow one is a little lower. Like, there we go. That kind of makes it even. But either way, my brows are never going to be perfectly symmetrical. So keep that in mind before you point that part out, because that part I already know. But I did try a new foundation today, and I kind of really like it. I guess I'll know for sure when I watch this video back. But today I am trying a palette that was on so many people's like top rankings of 2023 that I have not tried yet. I've tried the brand, but only one time, and I had been dying to try another product, and by product I mean eyeshadow palette, from the brand, and they were having a sale after Christmas. Now, I am definitely on a no buy, which you might have seen if you watched any of my previous videos. I did just do a dupe the vibes video because I really wanted the Simply Posh Aurora Lights palette, but like I said, broke. So I tried to dupe the vibes. I think I did a pretty good job. That's just my opinion. You can have a different opinion, that is fine. But there was a sale, and like everything was 50% off, and I had a moment of weakness, as one does, at a 50% off sale. And I bought the Unearthly Cosmetics Don't Be Jelly palette. I did also buy the Heather Austin collab, the Resurgence palette, just the palette, not the collection. And I think I got both together for like $50, and then shipping I think was like $6 or something like that. Either way, it was a steal because I'm pretty sure the Don't Be Jelly palette alone was either $45 or $50, or maybe even $55 and then plus 50% off. Either way, this palette, and I love ranking videos. Ranking videos are some of my favorite videos to watch because I love to know what people think of their palettes. I love to know what people think of some of my favorite palettes. Do some people have issues that I've never had with these palettes, or vice versa? I don't have any issues and they have issues with some palettes. Like, I want to know, was that the same? Either way, you know what I mean. I want to know what other people think. It doesn't really change my opinion. Sometimes it does, I guess. It doesn't really change my opinion of everything. If I have like a strong opinion of a palette and someone doesn't like it, that's fine. I don't get offended. So don't get offended by anything I say. My opinion's my opinion, and you're allowed to have your own opinion. But this palette was on the top of so many people's rankings. And not like, I don't think it was number one on anyone's ranking that I watched, but it was like in the top half, like every time. And I had been curious about it because, one, I've only tried one palette from Unearthly, and it was the large mystery box in the summer. And I bought it for myself as a birthday gift because my birthday is the end of July, and it said that it was shipping out at the end of July. I think I wound up getting it in August, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's when I finally got it. But it was a rainbow palette, and I just was like, it was meant to be. And I was so impressed by the quality, and I loved every bit about it that I just could not resist 50% off a palette that I've been wanting and a brand that I've been wanting to try more things from. So I'm so excited to try this Don't Be Jelly palette. So if that sounds interesting to you, please keep watching. I've had coffee today, and apparently I'm talking like a mile a minute, so I apologize for that ahead of time, but I'd rather talk too much than be boring and not talk at all. Anyway, I'm gonna go prime my eyelids. I already have my base done, obviously. I did mention that. And we are going to jump right in it. So please, if you like this, I would really appreciate a thumbs up on this video. It would help my channel out a lot. And if you don't follow me already or subscribe already, I would love for you to subscribe and follow along on my makeup journey. It is Mermaid Hair Do Not Care on here, on TikTok, on Instagram. So now that I've said all that and I'm rambling, let's get into this. All right, I am back primed with the Urban Decay primer potion. I always mix this up and say like potion primer. Either way, same thing. You know what it is. Okay, so if you have never seen this palette before, here is the packaging. Absolutely stunning. This is the remastered version, if I'm not mistaken. There was another Don't Be Jelly palette that was just a 9-pan that was, I'm pretty sure, completely different from this. So this is the newer version. I love this style of palettes that they've been doing, like 10-pan, or even 8. I think this one is 12. But just like rectangle, like square pans and this like style. I love this. I don't know why, but I just really do. Okay, so wait, let's look at it if you haven't seen it. So pretty, like so freaking stunning. These are my colors, and I feel like that's probably why this jumps out at me, or did jump out at me so much, is that blues and greens and purples are like my go-to colors. I'm just a mermaid at heart, and those are my favorite. I do also really like pinks as well. I love all color, so I'm just gonna say that, like, first and foremost, there's not a color that I don't like, and there's not a color that I refuse to wear. There's not a color that I refuse to use in makeup. I like color. So I don't care if it's even neutrals. Like, I like browns. Like this, like, it's called coral. It's like the epitome of a corally color. Like, even a little lighter, like, I love this color. It actually reminds me almost of like a terracotta, but a little pinkier. But like, I love that. I love oranges, reds, all of it. I really love color. But my favorite colors in just general are like mermaid vibe colors, blue, greens, and purples. So when I saw this, it just drew my eye. And the fact that it was on sale really, really helped. I will have to say though, now that like the first time I opened it, I posted a TikTok. I saw like three quads, and now I can't unsee it. So I see like the purple quad, the like neutral quad, and then this like green and purple quad. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today. I do want to do something fun, but I'm also unsure, and I might just like go crazy and mix up some of the colors. So let's get into it and just kind of vibe with it, because I don't have anywhere to be or any plans. So I'm just rolling with it and having fun today. There's so many pretty shimmers in here. I don't even know where to start. Okay, I have an idea, and I'm just gonna roll with it. So I'm starting with the darker blue matte. Actually, there's only 5 mattes. The rest are all shimmers. So it's the blue matte. The shade is called Lagoon, and I'm just using my Singe Beauty EO1 brush, and I'm just gonna pack this on the outer corner like so. I apologize ahead of time if you hear my dog sniffling. She's got like a little runny nose. Okay, so that wound up being bigger than I planned on, and it's hard for me to get both of my eyes even because this one is like more hooded than this one, so like I have to try and make them match as much as possible. But either way, all right, so we're gonna chat about what's going on in my life since the new year. I'm using the shade Sea Star, which is the purple matte, and this is a P. Louise 199 brush. And I'm just gonna be like gently buffing out the edges of the blue with the purple. I'm also gonna try and bring it in a little bit further. So let's see, where should I start? Well, currently I'm finally reading Fourth Wing, which took me a little while to even decide that I wanted to read because I wasn't sure if I was going to be super into it. I also, prior to buying it, didn't realize it was like a 500-page book, and I am a slow reader. I'm declaring it myself. I already know myself. It takes me a long time to read, even like a 300-page book, let alone a 500-page book. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like, it's literally 498 pages, like almost exactly 500 pages. It's a lot. I'm slow. So I've also always had kind of like a hard time reading, but I've always loved reading. So I can't say always. When I was a kid, I did not. But like as a teenager and adult, like I started really loving reading in high school, and I feel like Twilight is what did that for me. And ColourPop just released, not released, released photos, like sneak peeked the fact that they're even doing a Twilight collection, and my heart kind of like was really happy by that. But I'm still in a no buy, so it all depends on what the products actually are going to be before I decide if I'm going to buy it. Because I'm really, really, really trying to hold off and to not buy anything, but like Twilight may be the exception if it's good. If it's not good, if I'm disappointed in any way, shape, or form, then I am not gonna spend my money because that's the whole point of my no buy right now. It's not that I have too much makeup, because do I have too much makeup? Yeah, of course I do. But it's the fact that I spend all my money on makeup currently, and I'm really not doing so hot in that department. That is the real reason that I am in my no buy. It's not because I have too much makeup. Like, I will make room for more makeup always, but it's the not having enough money to buy the new makeup. That is what's really the reason for my no buy. But like I said, the one thing that could probably break this no buy, besides a 50% off sale from Unearthly, because clearly that is what truly broke the no buy, but what could potentially break it again would be if this ColourPop and Twilight collection is any good. But I feel like, okay, this is just my opinion, and this is coming from somebody who owns a ton of ColourPop. Like, I own so much ColourPop makeup, it's crazy. But since I have started branching out and trying new, not new, but new to me brands, I have bought way, way, way less ColourPop makeup. So I don't know if I'm just not really feeling ColourPop much anymore. There was a point in time, was it this year or the year before? I mean, was it 2023 or 2022? I forget that we're already in the new year. That's my bad. Where they were coming out with a new collection. Literally every single week there was a new ColourPop collab. There was a new ColourPop something, a new release. It was a new release every single week, and I could not freaking keep up. And I got to the point where like I was buying some of it, but then some of it was like disappointing, and then not really my vibe. There's a lot that I am into as far as like the collabs that they have done. Like, I do have a decent amount of them. Like, the most of the Disney ones, I can't even say most, because they did last year for Christmas, they did Muppets, wasn't interested. They did Snow White this past year. Love Disney so much, like with my whole heart, but I was not into that Snow White collab whatsoever. I picked up the Alice in Wonderland. Apparently a lot of people hated it. I liked it. But like, I'm not really into like Avatar, like The Last Airbender, or Naruto. I don't know how to even say it. or any of those kind of collabs. So like I love Harry Potter also with like my whole heart, but I do not support J.K. Rowling, so I didn't buy that either. So I've just been up in the air with ColourPop over the past year, and I just am unsure if I'm going to like this Twilight. Like, this could be a redeeming collection for ColourPop for me if it's good. I may just buy it because of the packaging and because I love Twilight. So who knows? At this point, at the point where I'm recording this, it has not been sneaked like any of the photos. The only thing is the dripping lip promo pic, and like it's clearly a lip gloss. So that's all I've seen at this exact moment. If by the time I post this, the collection has been released, then I guess I will have to just make another video. All right, I think this purple and blue made a really pretty color blended. I just dropped my brush. Anyway, I'm gonna add the green in because I can't help myself. It's such a pretty like light green. It's literally called Seafoam, which is I think appropriate. That's so pretty. It looks so pigmented and it matches my brush almost perfectly. This is the Lux B Aesthetix brush. I don't know, they're not numbered, so it's just like a not really flat brush. I don't know. Packer brush? I don't really know what to call it. And I'm sticking that right in the front part of my lid. Like so. I'm not making this like perfect because I'm gonna be putting a whole bunch of shimmers and whatnot on my lid for sure. So it's really just to cover up the empty space. But I love that color. It's so pretty. Anyway, so I think I was talking about reading when I got sidetracked by ColourPop X Twilight. But Twilight is definitely what got me into reading in high school. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna like Fourth Wing. I'm only like 200 pages in, and so far I really do like it. It's some people were saying that it's like a slow start, but I haven't really felt that way. I felt like I've been compelled to keep reading, and I've been excited about reading it. So I don't really feel like it's been that slow of a start. I guess because it's not like anything I've read before really that I am more intrigued. I tend to read romance novels, and I feel like they're so like lighthearted and well, not lighthearted. Is lighthearted the best word? They're so like there's nothing really that deep about them. They're just like a cute little story, and there's pretty much always a happy ending. So I do prefer those kind of books because they're like kind of an easy read. They take my mind off of life, and it just submerged into like this little story, and then it's pretty quick, and then it ends. But I do like reading fantasy. I just haven't in a while. So I feel like this is bringing me more into like a fantasy vibe, and excited about like reading more fantasy books. So, yep, just a little I don't know, I'm excited about it. Is there anything that you're reading currently that I should check out? I'm about to head into these shimmers right now. Okay, I lied. Before I dip anywhere into the shimmers, which I think is actually hilarious because I was super excited about the shimmers, but I'm pretty sure I'm only going to use one of the shimmers and I'm going to use all of the mattes, which is not what I was expecting, but it's what I'm doing. So I'm taking the shade Searchin, which is the really dark shade, but it's almost like an eggplant. It's like an eggplanty purple. But this is another Lux B Aesthetix brush. It's just an angled brush. It's what I prefer to use for shadows on my lash line. I'm only going to do it like halfway. I find that when I put darker shades on my lash line, I like to only put them halfway because I feel like it still like elongates my eyes. Where if I put it all the way across, I feel like it makes my eyes look, I don't know, not as nice. I don't have a word. I don't know how else to describe it. This is just my brain being weird. I can't help it. Does anyone else get a million random calls from random numbers like every single day? I get at least like 10 calls a day from like spam numbers or numbers from like literally in the middle of nowhere that I don't know anyone that lives there. So like it's not like someone's trying to contact me that I know. Um it's the weirdest thing and it's an everyday thing. So I don't know if I'm alone there or if I just get a lot more spam calls than most people. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm taking my Singe Beauty EO5 brush. This is my favorite Singe Beauty brush. It is definitely broken at this point, and I have Gorilla Glue. I just haven't got around to doing it. I'm taking the shade Coral, which I'm so excited about because it's so pretty. I love that. And I'm just going to blend out that like eggplanty shade. I'm hoping that it looks amazing. I think it will though. I feel like all together these mattes actually work really well and like look really pretty. It's such a pretty color story. Like I everything always looks better in person to me. As much as I like how much something looks like on screen, on social media, on the website, on wherever, like it just always looks 10 times better in person. I don't know what it is, especially shimmers. Like as beautiful as some shimmers can look on screen, there is nothing better than seeing them in person. Actually, swatches help a lot too. I feel like I do watch a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of review videos and a lot of content from like makeup influencers. So I do love seeing swatches because I feel like that makes a huge difference because it always looks different in pan. Shimmers especially always look different in pan than they do being swatched or on the lid even. See, like that looks so cute. I love that. Okay. Anyway, now I think I'm only going to use one shimmer. I might use a second one actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But the shade that's been really calling to me is called Luminescence. It's the one that was like in the middle, that like neutral quad. I will show you right now. It's like a purple gold. It doesn't even look like that in the pan. I will show you. To me, that does not, okay, it kind of looks gold. It almost looks like a gold green though. But then now it looks purple. Like, what in the world? I just like I had to use it. I couldn't say no. I'm just gonna put that like in the middle of my lid because I kind of want the green to like still poke through. And then I might use another shimmer shade on my inner corner. But I just want the colors of the mattes to still all be visible. So I don't want to cover up the green totally. Holy moly. I'll leave it there. I don't even think I need to dip back into like what in the world? The shimmer is so freaking pretty. Whoa. That is stunning. I do love Unearthly Cosmetics. I literally can't say anything bad about anything that I have ever used from them. The only downfall for me, because like I said, I'm a broke bitch. The only downside for me is that a lot of their palettes are like pre-order only or like the mystery boxes. I can't, especially now, I definitely can't afford to do the pre-orders or the mystery boxes. I can't afford like $100 mystery box because I can barely afford like my rent. So I'm just trying to like blend this into the green a little bit better so it's not such a harsh line. Sorry if I'm covering my face, I don't mean to. That's definitely better. It did have a little glitter falling, but it's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind my entire face being glittery, especially if it's this pretty. So that's the only downside I have with Unearthly. Because I want everything, but I just can't spend $100 on a mystery box for like a palette that I really want anymore. I used to do those things sometimes. I definitely used to, but I am not at the point in my life where I can afford to do that anymore, which is sad, and I am sad about it, but we're here. That's what what it is at this point. Okay, I'm taking this shade. It's called Hydrospace. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick this up as well as I would like. Okay, that's really chunky glittery. This is just a BH Cosmetics. It says a 6 on it, so no idea if that is useful to anyone. And I'm just gonna pop that on my inner corner. That is super pretty. It actually looks pink, very pink. I was expecting more gold or blue. There's another one called Salty that is also very like sheer looking that was way more blue. So I figured the gold would go well with the green, but this is showing up very pink. I'm not mad about it at all. So I do think it's super stunning. Okay, I am going to finish this up. Did I get really rambly in this video? I sure did, and I apologize for that. I can't help myself sometimes. When I don't have anyone talking back to me, I kind of tend to just like blah, 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 like word vomit everywhere. I just can't help it. I just talk in circles because I definitely have undiagnosed ADHD and my mind just flows wherever and there's no controlling it. Anyway, I'm gonna finish off my eyes and maybe throw on a lip and I will be right back. All right, guys, here is the final look. I am kind of obsessed. Okay, so I thought a blue would look really cool in the waterline, and I think it does. It's the shade Sky from Elli Beauty, so that was that one. And then I just tried this for the first time ever. It's the NYX Duck Lip or Duck Plump, whatever it is. I don't know. I really just wanted to try it. It's a little spicy, but like I haven't felt anything crazy yet, but I literally just put it on. I do want to say I think this shade is literally perfect for me, if I don't say so myself. It is the shade Strike a Rose. I go for very like rosy mauvey pink lips. Those I feel like look best on me, so that's why I chose this shade, and I think it looks great. I love the way this look came out. I'm not gonna lie. Let me know what you think. Could it be a little cleaner? Sure can. But like I said, I'm not going anywhere, but I love the way this came out. Like all of the mattes look so good together. Sorry, I always look at the mirror that's like directly behind my little setup. So it always looks like I'm looking past, but I apologize for that. But I really do love the way this came out. This shimmer on my lid is like crazy good. I absolutely love it. The shimmer on my inner corner. That was apparently too much for me to handle. I think also is really gorgeous, and I would love to see what it looks like on the lid under like, or I mean over like the purple even. But I think this is so pretty and I absolutely love this palette so far. I know this is my first time using it and I've only used like I think 7 shades out of 12. So I definitely want to try the green and the purple shimmer right here. I do want to try those really badly. But so far, everything that I have touched has been wonderful. So I can see why this was at the top of a lot of people's rankings. So I guess you're going to have to stay tuned and see where it ranks for my January ranking, because as of right now, I'm literally going to be filming my December ranking, which took way too long for me to do and now film because it's already like over a week into January. So sorry about it. But it's coming. I've had just like not a rough start to January, but like a slow start to January, I should say that. So I really do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy this look as much as I do. I would love to know your thoughts. Do you have the Don't Be Jelly palette? Why can I not speak? Do you have the Don't Be Jelly palette? If you don't have that palette, do you have any other Unearthly palettes that you think that I should have, or that you like better than the Don't Be Jelly palette? If you have both, like I said, I did also buy the Resurgence palette from Heather Austin collab. I'm just about to quit while I'm where I'm at because I cannot speak apparently, but I so far am absolutely loving Unearthly Cosmetics, and I can't wait to continue to use my Unearthly palettes. So thank you so much if you've made it this far. Please give this video a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it, and it does help out my channel a lot. I have finally reached 100 subscribers. I wanted to do that before the new year, but I'll take it like a week in. That's totally fine. I'm still shocked that I actually finally got here. It feels like it took forever. It took about 8 months. I started from literally 0 to 100. It took 8 months. So I'm trying to keep that momentum going and just like keep building and keep going. And I really do like doing YouTube, and I like filming longer videos that I get to talk longer through. TikTok is great, and I really do enjoy making TikToks and posting TikToks, but I haven't been getting the traction and like views that I think I should be getting, and I'm not really sure why. So as of right now, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm just going to keep posting on all platforms and see where it takes me, because I do have some goals that I want to reach in 2024 that I just need to keep pushing through and doing what I'm doing, and hopefully somebody will notice. That's all I can do at this point. So yeah, I would love for you to follow along in my journey here on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. It's all Mermaid Hair, Donut Care, and please tune in soon because I have so much makeup that there's always more. Bye.